Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever found yourself fumbling around with a prop rod of the hood of your car just to get some simple maintenance done, this video is for you. I'm going to give my Mazda CX-30 a major upgrade, which is game-changing, and that is I'm adding hood struts. These will make popping the hood smoother, more convenient, and way easier for maintenance or modifications. No more balancing acts under the hood or struggling for space. I'll show you step by step how to install these struts, also with tips that'll make the process a whole lot easier. This upgrade is super doable and absolutely worth it, so let's get to it.
Before we look at what's in the box, I want to say that I ordered these struts off of Amazon, and you can see the link in the description if you're interested in checking them out for yourselves. Let me also say that everything was packed super duper well. It was all put in very tightly so that there was no movement of any of the parts that may cause some damage. So you can be assured that everything is going to come undamaged and ready to install into your vehicle without giving you any sorts of problems. So let's go over some of the tools you'll need in order to get this job done. You'll need either a trim piece removal tool or needle nose pliers. You'll also need a 20mm wrench. You'll also need a breaker bar with a 9/16 socket. And also, while we're talking about that 9/16 socket, you'll need a torque wrench also. In addition, you'll need a pair of scissors in order to release the shock from the shipping straps. As far as the installation process goes, the first thing you'll need to do is to remove the hood liner holders. That's what I call these little pegs. You're only going to take out one on each side, and it's going to be the little holder that's in the middle. So there's 3 on each side. You take away the middle one. You have a better image there of what it is that you have to do. After you get that done, you'll notice that the top attachment bracket is silver, and in order to attach that onto the hood, you'll have to go through the inside of the hood. And what you'll use is this little flat silver attachment tool that they provide that holds this nut that you'll insert into the hood between the layers of metal. Now let me demonstrate for you exactly how this is done. So first, bend the flat metal piece so that whenever you insert it into the hole, you have it so that you're able to see where that nut is so that you can turn the screw by hand and make a connection with that. Once you've done that, leave the metal piece in there and use your 20mm socket to tighten it up. Then pull the metal piece, there we go, boom. It takes a little effort, but once you do that, it releases the nut on the inside and your bracket is attached. Now let's work on attaching the bottom black attachment bracket for your struts. We'll go into the engine bay and use our 9/16 socket on the breaker bar to remove the nut that is on top of your strut tower. Then place the black attachment bracket on top of that nut, and they will only fit one way. Once you have that done, hand tighten the nut back onto that screw and use your torque wrench set at 40 foot-pound to tighten it to spec. Now you do that for both sides and then you're done. Now let's release the struts from their shipping straps, and this is something you should do carefully. You're going to hold the strut with the silver part out, away from you, pointing away from you, and just take scissors and cut that strap and you'll see how it expands. Now here's a little trick I learned to make sure I do this right whenever I'm working actually inside the engine bay. There's this little locking pin that goes on the bottom attachment for the strut itself, and it's kind of tricky to get that little pin into the holes and lining it up properly. Once it's in there though, go ahead and snap the little ring around it and you're good. When you're feeling confident, go into the engine bay and onto the black attachment bracket, connect the strut to it, and carefully take that pin and place it into the hole, line it up, and it really helps if you have that strut flat against the little ball of the attachment bracket in order to do that. After you've done that, just pop in the top part of the strut onto the silver bracket and you're good. It's set. Here's a special note for you, a special tip that's going to make your life easier. Whenever you go to work on the second strut, pull your prop bar down before you start working on the strut, because if you don't, you're never going to get that prop bar down again until you disengage the struts. So just kind of keep that in mind. After you have that done, You are finished with the job. It's super amazing. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy I did this for the car. I love how it just opens up by itself. I'm happy with this job. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of my other DIYs, and I'll see you next time.